Very good afternoon to everyone for joining our online clinic, another series. And I see a lot of you have already joined in. Thank you. Please, big welcome to everyone again for joining our online clinic series. And if you can, do type on the chat. Let us know where you're from. And we are very thankful to see many attendees, almost 30 of you already right now. Let us know where you're from and just say hi in the chat. And later on, when there's a question Q&A, please you can use the Q&A to let us know your question, any queries. Hi, Rakesh from MSIG. Thank you. Hi from Emerson. Hi, everyone. Hi. Thank you for joining our online clinic. Right. Great. Thanks. We also have someone from SMRT. Thank you. Nafa. Wow. Okay. Mostly from Singapore. Well done. Anyone from outside Singapore? Yeah. So I think if it's too early, they'll be saying, yes, someone from Philippines. Yes, thank you for joining us from Hong Kong as well, if I'm not wrong, right? Yeah. Okay, great. Let's get this show started. Now, let me just reshare my screen again. Where is our screen? Let me go ahead and put this. Today, we are going to talk about something that is probably very close to some of you because you are using SendQuick a fair bit and you may come across issues sometimes that you need to figure out how do you troubleshoot. So today we're going to talk about a systematic approach to troubleshoot, especially for messaging issues. Sometimes you find, hey, why is the message not sent? It could be from the source, it could be something within the SIM card, or it could be a modem issue, whatever. So we need to know where to find all these faults, right? So a systematic approach will share step by step. And to help me share this later, I'm going to introduce my colleagues. Before we go, just take note, we will be recording this and hopefully we will also be able to make it available so you can rewatch this again in case we go too fast or you can want to slow down or you want to refresh your memory, what was shared. If you do have questions, please enter them in the Q&A checkbox. We'll be able to read it and we'll be able to answer. That will be towards the end where we have a Q&A segment. Then we also have a lucky draw. As usual, this is always the fun part. You stay till the end. One of you will walk away with a $50 Amazon e-gift card. Okay, so we're gonna do this at the end of the webinar. And without further ado, okay, my name is Andy Han. I'm the Customer Experience Manager. Some of you may be receiving emails from me, but I'm here to help. If you have any queries, any issues, just let me know. You've got my email. Just drop me an email. But I won't be speaking most of it today. Today I have my colleague, Mr. Nicholas Khan, who's our technical expert, and he will be presenting on this topic today. Now, of course, we do have another senior, very experienced technical expert, Pat. He's also around to answer questions later. But the presentation today will be mostly by Nicholas. So without further ado, I'm just going to hand over the time to Nicholas. So Nicholas, can you turn on your video? Let us see your handsome face and turn on your unmute yourself.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nicholas. I'll hand it over to you right now.
Thank you. Hi everyone. I hope you can see my screen. Can hear me, right? Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to SendQuick Online Clinic. I'm your presenter. Thank you so much for being here. In my presentation, you will get to know some basic troubleshooting. Basic troubleshooting, like the system is not sending SMS. What are the troubleshooting steps to use? The reporting tools to check, how to SendQuick process the messages, and how to troubleshoot using system test tools to check SMTP SMS log sending to the destination number. And lastly, we have a Q&A session followed by the lucky draw. Okay, if the system is not sending SMS, what are the troubleshooting steps? How to use the reporting logs to check? Basically, you can go to usage log, message log. Under unsent folder, check the remark column for the symptoms. Okay, normally when the message comes in like SMS or email to SMS, if the message is not sent, okay, it will process in the queue. So it will decide whether it's sent or unsent. If it's unsent, it will fall under the unsent folder, unsent log. Okay, so you can check in the usage log, okay, under the message log here. Okay, just a minute. Okay, you can check the unsent log here. Okay, basically you can check the unsent log for any remarks on the issue occur. There will be an error message here. Okay. And look at the error message over here. This will indicate what are the issue may occur for the unsent messages. And secondly, you can trace under the usage log. Okay, you can check how many message is sending out and how many message is unsent in the usage log. These are the telltale information that you can find out what happened to your messages. Okay. So I will bring you to the user interface. Okay. First of all, can you see my user interface?
Yes, Nicholas, we
Okay,
can
good.
see. Yeah,
Yeah.
no issue. So what Nicholas, you're going to show us is a
Yeah.
demonstration of where we can find in our dashboard
Correct.
these logs to help you to first search in the beginning when any message come in, whether it was sent or unsent, right?
Yes.
So we're going to cover that right now. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, you go to your usage log under message log.
Mm.
So so if there's message coming, you will go into the queue. So if it's sent, you will go to the send log here. So you can view what are the message being sent. So these are the successful message being sent. So if it happen to be unsent, it will fall under the unsent folder.
I noticed, Nicholas, that you need to click on the view, right? Sometimes when you go
Yes.
in, you see, hey, there's no message. How come? Sometimes
True.
you need to click that view in order to see based on those dates, right? Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. You have to click on the view to show the message. Okay. So under the remark column here, okay, you can see the remark saying that operator rejected. Okay. Operator rejected is due to invalid number. So there's a few telltale signs you can see from this log. Okay, pay notice of the date and time of the occurrence. Okay, pay notice of the mobile number. Okay, as you can see, the mobile number, there's a short of a digit here. Okay, so the mobile number may be invalid. And you pay notice of the IME number. IME number will be your modem number. So if your SendQuick have more than one modem, okay, they will have different IME number. So you can tell exactly where are the error comes from which modem is having this issue. Then you pay notice of the remarks here. This remark tell you the operator reject due to invalid number.
So the remarks will give you a clue why the message did not send, right? So in this
All right,
case,
right.
okay.
Yeah, exactly. The remark will tell you what happened to this message. Okay, due to operator reject, due to invalid numbers. Second thing, you can go to the usage log. Go to usage statistic. Okay, this useful feature here, you can scroll down to the last 30 days, type of SMS. Okay, you can go to the status like send or fail to send, or you can generate a report based on the IME number, which is the modem. Okay, example that just as mentioned, maybe you have more than 2 modem, so you can generate based on the IME number. It will separate the report as 2 different modem. Example, you have 2 modem, you separate the report into 2 different modem. So once you generate, okay, okay, you will see the number of message sent today. Okay, if I go by today or the last 30 days. This is useful when you, as you know that SIM card, there's a limitation. Okay, so some of the telco may block certain messages like 600 SMS per day or 10,000 per month. If you hit the bottleneck of 600, right, so the telco may block the sending out of the SMS.
So I see. So instead of going and count how many messages sent, you can actually use usage statistics, choose the
Yes,
day to know whether you have how many messages sent out,
correct.
whether you will reach the quota. Okay, that's a
Yes.
useful tip.
Yeah, so you can actually monitor how many messages you send per day or for the past 30 days. So that this to avoid hitting the quota for certain telco. Okay, let's get going to the slide again. How SendQuick process the message. So just some brief description, informations on how our SendQuick process the message. Okay, basically you have the information sent. It's either sent by your computer, email to SMS. Okay, so basically SendQuick will process the message over here. Okay, SendQuick will process the message over here. So once the message is processed, it will deliver to the modem. So once the modem has received the message, it will send via your respective telco. Okay. So when your telco receives the message, it will send to the mobile, your handphone. Okay. Possible cause for the SMS not sending could be due to SMS reject due to invalid number. So when the number is invalid, okay, the message will be rejected by your telco, and this information will send to our SendQuick. Okay, this information will send to SendQuick. SendQuick will capture the log. Okay, so from the unsent folder, you're able to see the error message. Okay, so another issue like insufficient SMS credit. Okay, telco will block the messages. Okay, then this information will send back to our SendQuick. SendQuick will show you the error, okay, due to telco block, okay, or operator deny or network error issue.
Okay, so basically, Nicholas, you're sharing with us. Okay, normally this is the whole flow of how a message is received from a
Yes.
system to SendQuick. SendQuick process it, convert to SMS, send it to the telco, and telco will then send it to the mobile device owner, and
Yes.
whether it is sent or not. And the common causes that we normally find when they are not sent is because it's either a number is not right, or there's insufficient credit, or sometimes it could even be the operator having some issue with the network, right? Is that what?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, great, thanks.
Okay, how to use the system test tool for troubleshooting. So basically, we have the built-in system test tool. These test tools allow you to do some testing. Okay, you can send an SMS to test whether the SendQuick is sending out SMS message, or email to SMS to test whether the SendQuick is sending out the email to SMS. So we'll get started. Okay, before we get started, right, there's some slides which I want to explain to you. Okay, under where can you find this system test tool? System test tool. So basically, it's under the system test tool. So you can use the SMTP connectivity test. And this tool allow you to test your email server settings. Okay. Okay, there's two combination you can use is to put in your mobile number followed by the IP address of your SendQuick. Okay, another method you can use is put in your mobile number and put in your domain name or your SendQuick. Okay, so another thing you can use is to test mobile using the send a test message. Okay, this tool allow you to send SMS to your mobile number. Okay, by clicking the submit, okay, you can send to your mobile number. So this allow you to test whether the SMS is able to send through your SIM card to your telco, whether is there any blockage from a telco, you can use this to test. Okay. Lastly, we will go to the using the web-based terminal. So basically, the web-based terminal is for support use in the event any technical issue. But today we will cover some basic commands that we can actually check the SMS.
Before I go there, so just recap again.
Mhm.
So whenever you find that something's not quite right, first you do is to check the logs, right? So the logs give you a clue whether it has any error message. You can use it to find out what could be the possible failure. Then you can actually try to use the system tools to check first, is the connection working, right? Whether in the first place, whether the connection is up. Am I right?
Correct.
Yes, and then we now gonna go through a web-based terminal, which is slightly advanced. Maybe you will can show us what we can do with this.
Okay. Okay.
I see we got a lot of questions, very technical questions. Thank you for all the questions. We will address them. I think that is also addressing it, but I think he you have to answer it to the everyone. Never mind. We will address them as we come along, and you just keep the questions coming.
Okay. Basically, to activate the web-based terminal, you have to go to the password management. Okay, in the SSH login account, you have to activate this account. You just put in your password and confirm the password. Once confirmed, you click save. Okay, the SendQuick guest account will be activated for the web-based terminal. Okay, lastly, you have to go to the system test tool under web-based terminal to enable this terminal. So after that, you just click on the link here. Sorry, you just click on the link here. This will bring you to the web-based terminal. Okay, basically some troubleshooting for SMS using the web-based terminal. We will cover how to check the message log, how to troubleshoot SMS fail to send, and the third one, how to check the email SMS fail to send. Okay. Okay. Basically, you will come to the password management. On my left side of the navigation bar, when you scroll down, go to SSH login account. Okay. Key in the password. Okay.
So
Click
to
save.
access the
Yeah.
uh,
Web-based terminal.
web-based terminal, you need to create an account first, or rather the account is there,
Alright.
you need to create a password to access the login, right? Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So you go to user web access. Sorry, you go to navigate on the left side. You go to system test tools. Way down to web-based terminal. Check to enable. Click save. Okay. Click on the link here. Okay. So now you are at the web-based terminal. So you have to enter the login name. SendQuick guest. Password. So you enter into the SendQuick terminal. Okay. Okay. So for so now I will create some troubleshooting case so that we can view at we can look at the issue. Okay. So for SMTP test, connectivity test, okay, you can use this to put in your email address. Email address is from the person, from which email. Okay. You can use the forward number followed by the IP address of your SendQuick. And email to, example, I put a subject email to SMS. So once you click send, okay, this message, this test tool will allow you to send a test message to the modem. Okay. If you do not want to use the web-based terminal, there's another place that you can check the log. Okay. We have one log is called system log. Okay. System log will give you the diagnostic of the system log of the SendQuick device. So when you send the SMS out, you will see the SMS being the SMS being processed here. So now I will do a demonstration to do a SMTP connectivity test, email to SMS. So you see the message, your email has been successfully in the queue. In the system log, okay, you can see the message being generated over here. Okay, you can see the message being delivered, means that it's successfully being sent. Okay. You can see the recipient name, sorry, the recipient number, which is my mobile number. And the date and time of the message being delivered. And this is the one way you can test your SMS. Another way you can test is use the send test message. Send test message, you can just key in your mobile number. Okay, for these messages, right? Okay, I'm going to put an invalid number. So, okay, I'm going to put an invalid number. So later we can see how we check whether this message has been sent, and how are we going to find the issue of this message being sent, what are the status being shown, and due to invalid number. Okay, now we will be back to the web-based terminal. Okay. So in the web-based terminal, right, we can run a few commands, okay, to activate to check the message log. Okay. You have to type cd message /logs to go into the logs directory. Then you type till -100f SMS log. So from here, they will give you the whole process of the messaging log. Okay. So from the start of the log, right, okay, you can notice that, okay, this messaging ID to this mobile number. You can notice that this mobile number is an invalid number based on the log here. So you can track by the message ID here. Once the message in process, right, it will go into the queue to the designated modem. Okay. So you can see the IME number, which is the modem that you have sent. So once it is filled, you will see status field. Okay. Okay. Then you can notice there's an error message here showing the operator reject. Okay. Basically due to invalid numbers. Okay. The other message also shows that operator reject is due to invalid number. Okay. Okay, once you know the message ID, right? Example, for this case, if you know the message ID, you can copy the message ID. Can run the grid command. Basically, it will show you the message ID, okay, for this mobile number. Immediately, you can see the message ID from here. So it can tell you, okay, this message has been rejected by the operator. Okay, this is a faster way to track the message. Because in the log, there will be a few messages being sent. So it's difficult to filter down the correct message. So based on the message ID sent by your mobile number, you can do the grid command to narrow down the messages.
Okay, while Nicholas is doing this, sharing this, we do have a lot of questions, especially a lot of questions on from the cloud version. Now, we do want to highlight because what happened is on the appliance version, we do have a physical modem. So a lot of times, some issues can happen there. And some of these troubleshooting tips do cover how do we check whether there's any issue with the modem. So with the cloud version, unfortunately, it's slightly different setup. So we don't have some of these system test tools. But of course, there will be other ways to debug or trying to troubleshoot. Perhaps maybe we'll do another online clinic next time, focus on how to for the cloud users, lah, right? But today's topic, we're going to talk about more the appliance first. I appreciate all the questions. So sorry, we don't have those features in the cloud version. And on the roadmap, of course, whatever we can put on the cloud version, we will. But at the same time, things like this, because it is pertaining to modem, you won't find it on the cloud version, right? So there will be some, maybe we'll do another session on how to troubleshoot for the cloud users. But meantime, let Nicholas continue, and we'll try to address the questions as they come along because we do have quite a fair bit of questions. Yeah. So sorry, Nicholas, that you continue.
Oh, okay. So basically, we have covered some basic commands on the web-based terminal. Okay. So basically, if you have any issue, right, pertaining to your SendQuick device, okay, after you have checked the issue, okay, so you have some idea of when does the message occur, the date and time, okay, the issue of the detail of the issue, you can email to support@terex.com. Okay, when you email to us, please provide us the product name, the version, patch number, serial number, the accident details, and the screenshot of the issue. If there's any error, please let us know and provide us a screenshot. Last but not least, the diagnostic file, so that we can actually check out the issue of the diagnostic based on the diagnostic file. So how are you going to grab the diagnostic file? Okay, so you have to prepare the following information before you email to us. Okay, you can go to backup and diagnostic to generate the diagnostic file and click start. Once complete, you can save it to your C drive. So once you email to us, send us the diagnostic file via email. So basically, the diagnostic file will be the backup and diagnostic on the left side of the navigation bar. You scroll down to generate diagnostic file. Just click the start button. Okay. So send us this diagnostic file, then we're able to tell you, we're able to investigate the issue you are reporting. So Andy, I'll pass it to you.